Welcome to the SurveyMonkey Audience Jumpstart How-To series. In this video, we're going to cover the basics of writing a rough list of questions. First, we want to make it clear that our advice in this video is meant for the simple survey that has a very basic research goal. You can use as many questions as you like, but when we create surveys in our Jumpstart Survey Creation service, we typically limit our survey length to 25 questions, with about 4 questions per subtopic. Keeping our surveys short and simple helps us stay focused on our goals, and it makes our data analysis much easier. We'll start with our survey goals and a list of subtopics to remind us that we want to learn about consumer habits for different types of Amazon shoppers. Next, we'll go into details about shopping habits and the effects of Prime membership. Now we'll look at writing up questions for each of these subtopics. Given that we'll want to break down our results by the different types of shoppers, we'll ask a few grouping questions up front. We can use these questions to learn more about respondents' experience with Amazon based on the type of shopper they are. So we'll ask things like, have you shopped on Amazon.com before? About how often do you shop on Amazon.com? We can also ask, do you have an Amazon Prime account? Then for each of our subtopics, we can come up with a few specific questions. For our first 2 subtopics, we can ask, what have you purchased most on Amazon in the past 12 months? We can use this question to understand what people buy, and we can analyze our answers by the different types of shoppers from our earlier set of questions. Next, we can add questions under the last subtopic about the effect of Prime members on Amazon spending. How much do you usually spend on Amazon.com in a typical month? Would you say that your spending on Amazon has increased or decreased after having an Amazon Prime account? We can also ask, how much did you spend in a typical month on Amazon.com before you had an Amazon Prime membership? And there you have an example of how you can write a rough list of questions. Now you can go and take the second step in writing your survey by coming up with a list of questions based on your survey goals and your subtopics.